And we're back in the suite. So we got no cool call. It is 82 degrees in here, and I don't know where the furnace is. Looks like the fan is turned on and we're on auto. Let's see. Our set point is 68, and there's no airflow coming out of the vents. So yeah, we'll see what we can find. First I gotta find the furnace, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. It's not doing anything. Just checking the breakers. It's 21, which is this one right here, and it's not tripped or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into this a little bit and see what's going on. So the first thing I always check is the filter, and it is good. So we'll go ahead and check this thing. Okay, so we got slow flash, which is normal. Basically it's on standby, it's not receiving a call. So we may have a failed thermostat, possibly. So we're gonna go ahead and check to see if we have any calls for anything, and then we will start manually calling for stuff and go from there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna check Y to C, see if I have voltage. I do have voltage. We are calling for cooling, but we're not getting anything here. And the interesting thing is the compressor is not running as well because I don't feel refrigerant moving through. See if we have something to fan. We do. So we are receiving calls from the stat, but nothing is running. I have 24 volts from the thermostat, so this is interesting. All right, so the condenser just kicked on. I can hear it. So yeah, it's going off on low pressure because there's no fan. So let me go ahead and kill the breaker on that one. This is our cool speed tap right there. So we need to see if we're getting voltage to it. And that will tell us that the board is functional. We'll go from here to ground. I do have 120. Okay, so the blower is not functional. Let's see if we have any amps. No amps. So it would appear the blower has failed. So we're gonna have to open this all up and see what's going on. Okay, we got her out. Look at the gap right there. So it's probably rubbing up on this side, yep. And the motor is extremely hot. Center is 150. The hottest spot is 194, so it's probably on a thermal overload. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can save this motor. Unfortunately, we did change this out. Wasn't me. And the guy who did this is probably watching this video right now. Shame you didn't move the run cap. All right, well, I can't get this wheel off, so I'm not gonna clean the wheel. And so I had to use this to get it into place, but she's pretty lined up now, as you can see, and she can spin. So hopefully that motor didn't blow out, and we should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the set screw on there, but I'm guessing that whoever installed this blower probably had an issue getting it on there, so they just threw it on there. And it was probably fine, just barely, and then because of vibration and expansion and whatnot, it probably moved a little bit and then started rubbing and got stuck. So it looks like the wheel is okay. This unit's extremely old and should probably be replaced, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see, how old is this thing? Oh, this thing's from 1998. Awesome. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing back together, and hopefully this blower motor still runs. All right, so I'm just checking continuity. So the yellow is going to be my common, and the black is a run, so I should have continuity between these two. All right, cool. And then we're going to check to start, which is going to be our brown wire here. This one's going to be a little bit easier because I can stick that in there. Run to common, start to common. I have continuity, so that tells me my thermal overload has reset. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this back in there, hook everything up, move the run cap to the outside, and then I don't like these connectors, how they're all crappy, so I'm gonna redo those too. And we're probably gonna go ahead and put a new cat butthole on there. I'll show you what that is. Okay, so I've relocated our run capacitor here, I made a new hole, and you can see here I use this little plastic grommet thing. My local parts house calls this a cat butthole. But I don't know what the actual name is. If you know what it's actually called, put it in the comments for me, because that's how I order it when I call them. It didn't all fit through here, so I just did that. But I mean, I probably could have got it to fit, but why, I got these anyway. Put new ends on these things. You can see here they are no longer falling off, nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead and hook this all back up, and then hopefully the motor survived. Okay, we got everything wired up. Let's go ahead and fire this up and see if she works. Okay, blower kicked on. You can feel air coming out. I don't know if the condenser's kicked on yet. Let's see if we're getting a call. All right, so wide to C, no voltage. Pulling 7 amps on the blower. So yeah, we haven't got a call for cooling yet, so we'll wait for that to happen. But it is calling for fan, and the fan is operational, so that's a good sign. Okay, so we are pulling 9 amps now because it's in high speed. And I heard the compressor kick on, so our temperature is dropping. So we'll see where it gets down to. Alright, so we got 66 supply and an 85 degree return. So it's about 19 degrees, right? Yeah, 19-ish. So anyway, we're back up and running. So yeah, so if you ever have a situation where your blower motor isn't spinning, make sure it's not stuck, because sometimes that happens. If you have a Lennox unit where the capacitor's behind that stupid panel and you have to change the blower, please move it to the outside. It only takes a few extra seconds. You already have everything taken apart, might as well. Makes it easier for you if you're the one that comes back. Makes it easier for me if I'm the one that comes back, or whoever. So anyway, hopefully this helps you out. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment, tell me what a horrible technician I am, hit that bell notification, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook. And if you want to support the channel, pick up some of these tools. Okay, I think it's on this side. So pick up those tools or those products right there on the products page, supports the channel, or check out the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.